this. I believe that everyone here has a very passionate desire to know more about the capabilities that project management will deliver to you, particularly the PMP certification. So this webinar seeks to inform and inspire and to also prepare you to enter the career industry, the project management industry. If you're already a project manager, fine. You will know what it takes for you to become an efficient or certified project manager. And equally, you would know exactly what it would take for you to the kind of resources, in terms of resources that you'll need for you to carry out your work as a project manager effectively. So basically, we'll be presenting on the project and the future. And of course, with the project economy and the future of work, basically, we'll be dealing with understanding the trends and the mega trends and the talent opportunities that we have around the world, the global talent demand. And we see, have an overview of the certifications framework and the relevance of these certifications. We'll focus more on the PMP certification and talk about the strength of that certification, and also maybe how many people are already certified in that and what they are doing. So basically, I would like to introduce myself as an instructor. I'm a licensed instructor under the Project Management Institute for the PMP and CAPM and Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master. So we lead transformation in many sectors, and we know enterprise agility or business agility is really the call of the hour. Many organizations have to shift, have to prepare the new way of working. Their culture of working has to change to become more profitable, more value and quality driven and focused. So that is what we are going to be addressing, basically. So I'd like to hear from one or two of us. If you'd like to introduce yourself, fine. If you feel that you are not in a comfortable position to introduce yourself directly, you can actually chat with me directly on the chat box, the chat window. And if you have any questions or expectations, you can share directly on the chat window so we can be able to hear. But if you are ready to introduce yourself and share your expectation regarding this webinar, that'll be fine. I'll just give 1 minute so we can receive one person or two, then we're ready to go. Please, can you go ahead? Who takes the floor? Okay, so if you're comfortable to send me a text message on chat box, chat window, that's fine, so that we can move on seamlessly. Can everybody get me well? Good. If you can get me well, fine. So let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's perfect.
Yes, ready.
Yeah. Is somebody talking? All right. So we get started to introducing our concept on the project economy. We are saying that project management is one of the best disciplines that anybody should be advised to go for. It is a high earning the high earning jobs around the world now are project management roles, related jobs. So if you want to work with the UN, you want to work with international organizations, you want to work with NGOs, humanitarian, they all deal with projects. You want to work in manufacturing industries, and we know our industries and economies in Africa are full of lots and lots of opportunities. So we need talents that will be able to shape the industry, and project management is here to address that. So the project economy is the core, and is a clarion call, the phenomenon coined by the Project Management Institute, describing the push that organizations and individuals are after to acquire the right skills in project management so that they can translate their ideas and their dreams to reality. You realize that everybody dreams. Over 10 billion people on the surface of the planet today, more than 10 billion. And everybody has ideas. A lot of people have ideas. So projects are all about ideas and how you can turn these ideas to lofty value-driven undertakings, and how you can get societal value and financial value. So most projects need qualified project managers. And if you have this lofty dream and you are wondering how you're going to bring it to life, bring it to pass, bring it to, fruition or completion, you definitely need just the project idea, okay? We need project knowledge and skills. And you will see how to translate that strategy into results in a very short time. And you even understand the approach, the management approaches that you're going to use to be able to get results. Imagine somebody has a business project that is very powerful. It can transform the whole of the continent, Africa. And he's thinking about it. He's dreaming about it every day. He's talking about it every day. One of the most important things that person, I think one of the most important things that we need to understand is how well can you bring that idea to reality? Project management will give you all the tools, the methodologies, the strategies, and everything you need to work with teams, acquire the right teams, develop the right teams, work to create that lofty dream. So I'd like us to follow this very short, brief job report that showcases the global talent demand for project management. And you will see that even your children or your friends or colleagues or yourself desiring to have jobs anywhere around the world, project management jobs are increasingly reported. And according to this PMI 2022 jobs report, you will see that all continents covered have the demand for project management talent. If you want to work in Canada, you want to work in US, you want to work in Switzerland, you want to work in whatever it is, you have lots and lots of job opportunities. And I'm going to share with us a little bit about that after this video.
As we adapt to new ways of working and prepare for future disruption, organizations will see a growing need for skilled project managers. The PMI 2022 jobs report showcases emerging sectors and trending industries where project leaders can find opportunities to drive growth and innovation in every region of the globe. Countries in the Asia-Pacific region expect their economies to grow in 2022. Meanwhile, talent is in high demand in many countries and industries. While China's economy has experienced a slight slowdown, a number of factors should contribute to increased project activity, including consumer spending increases and China's energy transition plan. Supply chain disruption and rising energy prices, along with rapid digitalization, are driving an increased demand for project professionals in Europe, especially in IT. The current conflict in the region will have long-term humanitarian and economic consequences that will require response. There has been a spike in demand throughout Latin America for project managers, particularly in the technology and manufacturing sectors. rebounding oil pricing, government investment in high-profile mega projects, and international events like Expo 2020 Dubai and the 2022 FIFA World Cup promise to reinvigorate the region's economy and need for project managers. The Great Resignation and supply chain problems have put job seekers in high demand in the US and Canada as companies look toward automation and digitization to protect against future disruption. Despite the pandemic, the global demand for products manufactured in South Asia has continued to increase over the past 2 years. As a result, companies are willing to invest more in project managers with strong innovation and leadership skills. Nearly a third of global aid, roughly $32 billion, is spent in Africa, and that's fueling new development jobs across the region, up to 45% of which will need project talent. The demand for project talent is high around the world. Are you ready to take your career to the next level?
Great. I think that sounds interesting. The first thing is that we're summarizing the power of project management, the demand for project management, the readiness for organizations, industries to be able to get the right skills in project management. So I believe that with that video, you can see that there are lots of macro global scale projects that are shaping the new industry trends and the economies. And Africa is not left out. We're looking at how we should acquire the right technologies, the right skills to bring these our big ideas to change the continent and improve our standard of living. So project management plays a big role central to this. And I would like us to look at what the PMI Institute gives as what we call the talent triangle and the future of work. For us, we know that you need to be able to gather strength to be able to execute and bring the ideas. So this talent triangle shows the 3 areas of skills that are required for every project manager to be effective and to produce impact, to create impact, to be a change maker, and so on. So now you have on the first talent side there, you have the technical project management skills, or what they call the ways of working. So the future of work is showing that people need to master project methodologies, project life cycles, understand the different development approaches, understand how to tune and apply skills, apply techniques and tools to be able to get the job done. So project management being the knowledge, skills, and capabilities that you need, you would actually see that this side of the talent triangle is emphasizing mastery and effective mastery of these methodologies. The other side is talking about power skills or leadership skills, and people skills are very important in project management. So if you want to actually be a strong project manager, then your power skills will be very, very important, very essential. You need to measure your capability in how to work with people, how to acquire the right team. And you know that most successes are based on how well you bring the team, the techniques of putting the teams and developing the team and the team environment and so on, and understanding how to resolve conflicts, because people have multiple opinions, differing opinions, different approaches. And for you to harmonize and get them to align with the vision of the project, you need to have to develop your leadership styles of to lead. Right. That emphasizes a very strong and relevant aspect of project management, which is people. The other aspect of project management will be strategy. Okay, strategy is connected to business strategy, business acumen, how you can actually, align, understand value, understand priority to value, and prioritize that value for your organization and for your project, and make sure that you drive effective strategies to measure value, quantify value, deliver value, and sustain the value. So every project is about value realization, okay? Benefits is very, very paramount. So your organization is running a project, and that organization is really how to realize business value or benefits. So it must have the strategic acumen or business acumen, and every project manager must exhibit this as far as success is concerned. You know, projects actually bring businesses to life, drive innovations, drive change in a sustainable manner. And, you know, if you talking about getting certified, it means that you're talking about acquiring and being a master in exhibiting at these three, talent domains very, very effectively. So your capabilities will become very, very honed. And I think that I want to add something there by saying that the project economy and the future of work suggests that project management skills will still remain very relevant even in the next 50 years. Why so? As much as people know that the world of work is constantly and fastly being driven and taken up by machines, AI, robots, and so on, a lot of work opportunities and job opportunities and roles are being replaced, but not project management roles. They will never get eroded away. Why? Why? Because there is an aspect of project management that can only be done by people. The strategic and power skills require that project management will always be a human-centered thing, a human-centric way of working, a team's way of working. So you need to be able to build teams and then let machines be doing the operations work while you are there on strategy. So you see that this talent triangle speaks volumes of opportunities and how we can future-proof our career as professionals. So not talking much about the global job demand and the job opportunities. Over 25 million jobs this project management to be filled up before 2030 by PMI global trend estimates. So that shows more and more people, if you went online, type, people are looking for jobs and they don't think there are jobs. There are lots of jobs. Right now, go on Google, type project management professional jobs and see what comes out. Type Scrum Master jobs and see what comes out. Business analysis, program managers. You will see many big organizations looking for people, looking for talents, whether it's in Africa, whether it's in Nigeria, whether it's in Canada, whether it's US, whether it's Switzerland, China. You'll see people, companies, organizations, industries looking for capable talents to fit this. They pay very well because when they know that you are a project manager, you have invested well to earn well. And that means, and some of these multinational organizations take people and pay you very well. When you are a good project manager, that means that you'll be having salaries in tens of millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars in a year. So that is what we need to be able to prepare our next generation. And for us, we see exactly that the trend will continue. The trend will continue. And to better off in our own places of work, we better become mentors, coaches, okay? So acquiring some of these skills will position you to be an effective mentor as far as developing strategy and change within the organization. So let's look at what the PMI Institute offers. If we're turning to PMI, we're going to see that PMI is the global body that certifies individuals and organizations in best practices in project program portfolio management. And PMI is founded in 1969 and is in the US. So PMI is a global accreditation or credentialing body that strengthens project management awareness and practices in all industries. So being affiliated to PMI is very easy. You can sign up to PMI to gain knowledge and resources, sign up to become a member, and you'll see exactly opportunities that are bound. And PMI is run by members. It is a member centered focus organization. It is not for profit, and therefore anybody can become PMI president tomorrow. Okay, so we need to see the opportunities that PMI opens up for us in terms of the certifications. If you know about certifications is different from the mainstream academic degrees. Whatever we get in school is just to build the backbone of our knowledge and capabilities. But in terms of developing solutions, developing products, solving problems, transforming organizations, creating businesses, creating enterprises, developing new approaches to earn, for value streams, you will need project management certifications to help you build those competencies fast. The good thing about certification is that you don't take years to study. I mean, within 2-3 months, you can validate a certification, and that positions you with so much value and so much reputation and so much confidence to speak amongst professionals, understand professionals, and see exactly how you can deal in a very wise way over your projects or strategic initiatives. So these certifications here, I will just talk about these brief ones here because we have many certifications offered by PMI, but these ones here form the backbone of the PMI certification framework. So we have the Certified Associate in Project Management. The Associate certification in Project Management points to your understanding and mastery of terminologies, concepts, fundamentals of project management, and you can easily associate yourself in any project environment with a team that is very experienced and you know exactly how you can follow. So as a CAPM holder, it means you master project knowledge, all project concepts and terminologies, all project ways of working, including predictive, adaptive, and there is a new content added to the CAPM called business analysis. So with that, with a CAPM, a university student, a professional can become a seasoned business consultant. That's it, because there's business analysis competence inside the CAPM now. CAPM used to be one shallow certification based on processes and knowledge areas, but now it is a very enriched bundle of skills. And inside CAPM, you have mastery of Agile and Scrum. Inside CAPM, you have processes and understanding of processes and methodologies and predictive and so on. Inside CAPM, you have the business analysis and business models. So with that, you can have a strong business intelligence and business strategy, how you can create business plans, create business proposals, and so on and so on, and then drive the intended outcomes. So the next certification is a PMP. PMP is an authorized training provider certification of PMI. PMP means you wear the cap of a master in project management. It means you are the professional in carrying out projects, planning projects, delivering projects, monitoring and controlling projects, and closing projects properly. So with PMP, the new content has come, and we're going to be talking about that in a short while. Now we have program management professional, portfolio management professional, agile certified practitioner, risk management professional, scheduling professional, professional in business analysis. Wow. There are many other certifications, but let me just focus with that. Now we, Paraclete Institute, is an authorized training partner, training provider of the Project Management Institute. So as a training partner, our curriculum comes directly from PMI, our training contents and slides, everything is available from the Project Management Institute. Our instructors are licensed by the Project Management Institute. It's like sending someone to go and learn to become a trainer, a teacher. That's exactly what our trainers become. So they've undergone train the trainer to be endorsed with this badge as instructors. So to earn this badge, it means an organization has demonstrated more than 5 years of project management training and experience, and they have undergone a rigorous auditing and governance auditing to be awarded this certificate or awarded this license. So with that, the organization has a very strong, we have a strong delivery philosophy. If somebody comes to project management at Paraclet Institute, for example, we organize boot camps, we organize several conferences, trainings around the world. We see how we can, our objective primarily centers on hands-on development, skills development, and making you become a real project manager, okay? Because the most important thing is personal investment. Once you become what you want to be, the dream that you want to be, you have the capabilities, you have what it takes, the strategy to turn ideas. And we're talking about Uber, talking about Bolt, talking about many of these wonderful, lofty, businesses. Some of them is just ideas, project ideas, strategy. While lots of people are thinking about starting a business, they go and buy lots of inventory. But some of these businesses, they ride on top of other businesses, right? Kind of like just have an idea that, okay, I'm not going to buy cars. I'm not going to buy this. I'm going to buy that. No, I will just have to use leverage on everyone that has a nice car, you see, and then I will create the system where there is accountability, there's security, there is reliability of service, there is opportunity to have many customers a day, and so on and so on. That's a business idea, a model. So projects start like that. And so in a classroom, a real classroom, we use practical case studies to be able to illustrate how you can bring an idea directly, to light. I mean, an idea from obscurity to light, an idea that, and then once you create the idea, what happens? It's a project. It should begin to have life. You should charter it, have a charter. A business case gives rise to the charter. The charter now has the benefits management structure that you'll be able to manage this project. So you see hands-on practically how you start a project and how you finish a project. What are some of the tools, the techniques, the requirements, and so on. So in the training, that's what is emphasized. We don't even say certification is number one. The second thing is to make sure we get our candidates understand the value of project management, understand the global impact and opportunities of project management. With that one, you can never be idle. You can actually get certified and not know how much you can do, how much more you can be. You can actually be a transformation leader within your organization. With your project management knowledge, everybody should listen to you in your organization. That is it. And so if you're that very well informed, and depending on the kind of training and certifications you have, you actually have knowledge about everything, strategy on how to get things done, how to set up the right governance, and how you can actually optimize value delivery. Those are the things that project management offers us. And number 3, certification readiness. We want to make sure we see that beyond acquiring these skills, mastering end-to-end capabilities on how to deliver and understanding the value that this project management has in your future, we should now get you certified. You should be ready to certify. And to be ready to certify, we have a set of materials, assets, simulators, assessment tools that are provided by the PMI, the ATP program, that would shorten your preparation curve and make you ready to take the exam and score very well your first attempt. So that is one of the things we do, and we guarantee that our candidates can get the end of the PMI certifications in record time as much as possible. All right, so if we were to talk about projects, what surrounds projects is success. And success is about the value that every project will create. What is the promise that the project has? And that is our concern. Projects deliver value, but how do you define that value? Once you've defined the value, how well will you structure that work to deliver success? How will you deliver success? So project management is the system of delivering success for any undertaking you want. Okay, so, and if you have a lot of work, you have a lot of ideas and projects, so many projects, I want to ask a question. If you have around 10 different projects, ideas, right? And you're looking for the best, and most of these project ideas are related. Maybe let's take an example. You have an idea to start a good restaurant, and that within the next 1 year, the restaurant should dominate, and you have 10 branches, 10 centers, and you should earn something like 100 million as your reserve after break even. If that is a project, number 2 project is that you want to create, you want to have a poultry farm, and you have a piece of land where you can cultivate yams, cultivate different crops that you will need, all right? And you know that these crops you will need, some of them will be used in the restaurant, some of them will be used to, you know, and maybe you equally want to have some animals, you know, to raise some, you know, agricultural livestock. You have fishes, fish pond, a project for fish pond, a project for what? Maybe fowls, you know, chicken, to raise chicken. You have a project for piggery. You have a project for these and so on. So many of those projects, think about it. If there are up to 9 of them, or even just say 5 of those mega projects, and you are wondering, how are you going to manage them all? How are you going to, which one should you start? How do you go? How do you question? What is the management structure, the best management structure that can centralize those projects and deliver results in a sustainable way that would deliver benefits that if you were to manage all those different projects independently, start them independently, it will never deliver such benefits. What is that management structure called? I like to keep, I want to see those that will score the mark. If you want to score the mark, I reserve a very good award for you. So please, if you have your answer, drop on the chat box. So what is the management structure that will centralize and deliver benefits amongst all those multiple projects that you want to create? Right, the first 3 people will get a prize. All right, I'm waiting for your answers. I hope my question is clear to you. If you want to, okay, good. I'm getting the first answer there. Project planning, that's fine. Next, waiting for the next answer. Next. All right, project planning still, okay. Last. Repeat the question, okay. There is a management structure. I've mentioned some certifications to you, and you heard project, program, portfolio, right? You also have operations. So amongst these words, so since I will put it now easy and closer to you in the form of multiple choice, choose the right words or choose the right option for answer. Amongst these words, project management, program management, portfolio management, operation management, PMO. What would be the right answer for the question that I asked? Which management structure will you put in place to manage all the multiple projects that you want to carry out and deliver benefits that cannot be derived except you manage all those projects together as one group? Okay, now it's clearer. And see, portfolio management, PMO, portfolio management. All right, fine. Okay, now I'm waiting to know whether somebody will get it. Okay, right. Portfolio management. I've not seen program management, and that is the right answer. All right, let's go into a final deeper discussion that will help us pick that concept clear. Okay. Let me show that to us here. Oh, so far. All right. Good. Here we discuss it deeply. And what you're seeing there, the CAPM is an entry certification, right? It makes you master project management end-to-end, understanding the foundations of project management practice. And PMP is the professional level where it validates mastery of project methodologies, ways of working with teams, leading teams, and strategic value delivery in projects. So with PMP, you put the highest cap of a professional on your head. That means that you are a gold standard practitioner. That's it. So program management. Program management is the centralized management of several projects. Okay, several projects, and that are linked together to deliver benefits, which you can obtain those benefits except you manage them under a program. That is program management. So think about that restaurant project. Think about the poultry, the piggery, the farm project, agricultural project. When you put all of them together, you can see that you can create benefits, mutual benefits among those projects, right? You can take the yams and the maize to supply the restaurant. You optimize, you are not buying all of those things from anywhere else. So that is very good. Raw material supplies the restaurant. The leftovers from the restaurant can go to feed the animals, right? People eat at times and throw some leftover food. You can use it. Now, the dungs from the animals can go to the farm, right? You can see that it goes to the farmer's manure, right? So you see a whole lot of chain of value chain. Project management is about putting the value chain to optimize the value chain, and a program is the best way you can manage multiple projects that are related like that. So that's program manager. So that's a competency certification that needs 8 years of experience, and you can get it very easily. So if you're beyond that, you can also take portfolio management. Yes, so many of us talk about portfolio. Okay, I see Adama mentioned program management. All right, maybe it came late, but it will answer another last question. You earn your point today. Now, portfolio management validates the capacity to bridge the gap between strategy and implementation. So with portfolio management, it means you're managing multiple programs, multiple projects, operations, and all other strategic components of work together to obtain to meet strategic organizational objectives. So portfolio is very much higher than program, and program is higher than project, and project is higher and far superior than operations work. So that means that if you start your journey with PMP, you're already on a very strategic lane. And when you become very much senior, you can be taking another program level certification or portfolio level certification, where you can be the head of UBA Africa. You are managing a portfolio of so many projects and programs. Okay, so that's clear to understand, and I think we focus now on the PMP and zero down to that. So let's see, the PMP certification is an authorized training partner program, and right now the PMP certification has changed. It is the gold standard certification in the industry, and there are lots and lots of changes since 2020. So 2021, a new syllabus came out. Even this year, it has been upgraded to new, most advanced and latest syllabus. So the PMP certification as of this year is what I'm presenting to us right now. So the emphasis of the exam areas of mastery would be on predictive methodology, adaptive methodology mastery, and hybrid methodologies. That means you become an expert as far as developing and delivering projects with all kinds of methodologies. So if you have PMP, you can manage any type of project in this world, any size of project in this world. That's it. And the three areas where you are graded as a PMP professional in the exam will be people, process, and business environment. So that means that they know that if you pass the exam, means that you have a lot of skills and capabilities to create the high-performing team, create the right people, create the organizational culture to make the teams effective. So that is it. The process is another way of showing that you have mastery of methodologies and ways of working. The business environment domain means you understand the industry, understanding of compliance, governance, understanding of certain factors, influencing factors within and outside the organization. You understand so many things on how to improve your organizational practice through continuous improvement processes. So with this business environment domain, you'll see how to transform the culture of your organization to a value-centric or customer-centric or benefits realization approach. So with that summarizes the PMP exam requirement or exam domains. For you to take the PMP, I know you know already, you need just a degree with 3 years of experience in managing projects, and that's it. If you don't have the qualifications for the PMP, a degree with 3 years of experience, then you should take the CAPM, which is very much easy and approachable by everybody. So with CAPM, with just a high school or the, associate degree or something, you can actually get the CAPM. Of course, the PMP is a 4-hour exam. You need to take multiple choice. Very easy to do. I can assure you that lots of people always fail the exam, but this time with all the best materials available and good instructional delivery, you always make the PMP very practically easy. So the contents for the PMP have changed, and really this is the newest content we have. Under each of these lesson areas, you have lots of topics and case studies to follow to be able to master this fully. Lesson 1 is the business environment. We touched topics like project foundations, strategic alignment, benefits and value delivery. We'll understand governance, organizational change and culture, understand compliance, and so on. Then lesson 2, start the project. It means we have to understand the business foundations of a project. We have to understand like the business need, the business case, the benefits management plan, understand the charter, understand stakeholders, how to manage and identify them, how you can plan and develop the team, form the team for the project, and develop the methodology to go and life cycle. Lesson 3 will plan the project, how you can plan from all walls of methodologies, agile. So with lesson, it's emphasizing mastery of methodologies in planning your project. You plan all the various aspects of your project into a comprehensive management plan. Lesson 4 is leading the team to accomplish the work. And you create a high performance culture for the team to at high performance. So that is what we need. And finally, lesson 5 is supporting the project performance evaluation. Lesson 6, closing the project or phase. Okay, so as I said, there are many other certifications that I just mentioned in passing, and I'm thinking that the PMP itself has case studies, like I told you, some master case study that would drive the consolidation of these concepts deeper in your practice. So we have the different certifications like construction. We see a lot of construction projects across the continent. Big opportunities align with this industry. Nothing that anyone that is in school learning architecture, construction, engineering, this is a certification that you should get along with the PMP. You get this one, you are better prepared to meet all the challenges and opportunities in your field. See, you drive efficiency in the built environment projects, drive impact and sustainability. And so it's a wonderful piece. Right. Finally, we have the risk management professional certification. A lot of people understand that risk is fundamental to every project. There is no project without risk, and we need to be able to get professionals certified who will be able to identify the opportunities and the threats and plan how we're going to optimize the project environment to realize the benefits of that project, mitigating the threats and so on. So risk professionals work with portfolio managers, program managers, project managers, operations managers, and at high governance positions in the organization. So you have business analysis. It helps you to be able to understand business requirements, understand how to deliver value to every project, shape the value of the project, the benefits of the project, and also develop a good sound business case, which is a sound judgment that will convince investors, sponsors, and so on for your project. So business analysis is a very good program. Now, Agile certifications are very prevalent today. People like to get certified Agile to pick opportunities, even remotely, working around the world with Agile teams, very easy. So with Agile, it's talking about new ways of working and using adaptive methodology that respond to customer needs very fast, develops complex products very fast, very easily, and positions your brand in the market in the shortest span of time and delivers value incrementally. Actually, it's a new way of the best methodology so far as now. So we have to receive any questions you have for today's presentation. We do have many other webinars coming up, some of them paid webinars where you actually want to get a certificate at the end and even earn a certification, foundational certifications. So if you wish to get one of our foundational certifications or even a full-blown industry standard certificate like PMP, we can help you right away. Next, full training will be beginning online, on-site, train everywhere. We can train in Lagos, train in Abuja, mostly in Watercrest Hotel, because that's where we train most of the time. And Abuja at Stonehenge Hotel. We train in other parts of the world. In Canada, we train. Like to take our training, we will book you into the next available date for training right away. All right, so can I hear from anybody? You have a question? If you've posted on the chat box, then I will be able to check that out. If not, you can go ahead and let's hear. Yes, so I can see a hand raised here, Bollarino. Yes, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Hello, yes, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hear you.
Yes. So the PMP. Thank you for this wonderful question. So the
Thank you.
PMP said the criteria is you must have 2 years experience.
Yes.
So is it
The criteria for the
Ye-
PNP, right?
yes,
You need to get 3 years of work experience, right? If you have 3 years of
yes,
work experience plus
yes.
a degree, that'll be fine. If you have your WIEC or high school diploma or something, plus 5 years of experience in project environment, that's fine. You can go for the PNP.
Okay, my question is, what if the person experience work experience is maybe in a vocational field?
Okay, if your experience is not in project environment, you said?
Yes, maybe in a vocational.
Okay, if your experience is in the vocational field, is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, we would be able to study your CV, okay? If you can send your
Okay.
CV to our experts, we have a department that looks after your project experience and help you to develop it in a way that it will help in the reporting requirements for the PMP if you want to take the PMP. And you will see that you are not eligible for the PMP for the moment. We recommend you start with the CAPM or some other certification. Just CAPM alone, I already told you the capabilities of CAPM are powerful. There are people who are running big multinational companies just with their CAPM. There's none of the certifications of PMI that are small. So we can as well orientate you based on your experience background on the best certifications that will match your career objectives.
Okay. Like okay, another question I have is like for example, if supposing the person experience is
Yes.
on maybe for example sales and he has a passion for project management, can he also be qualified? Maybe his own experience is on sales.
Yes, on sales, I understand what that means. Sales is mostly operational, but like I said, you may have been involved in sales strategy, right? And you probably were involved in a sales project, okay? Because in big organization, when you're running sales is not just day to day at times. It can as well have involvement of some projects along the way. So if we study your CV, right? We'll give you some recommendations or touch points. And if we see that, okay, you're passionate to get PMP and you need some beef up and we can put you through on some projects voluntarily on a professional internship approach, why not? We have lots and lots of projects, okay? So we can help you, speed you up while you're taking the training. I always recommend that first thing is that you take the training. Most people need knowledge first, and then at the end of the training, we give you a recognized achievement, industry achievement certificate, co-signed by Project Management Institute that guarantees that you have undergone the training that is required for the PMP, even though you have not yet certified. We've had many candidates that have used just the achievement certificates at the end of training to obtain big jobs in multinational organizations. So if they see that, okay, you have gotten the PMP training, educational requirements, that covers minimum of 35 hours of project management training. Wow. Wow. As long as it's related to the PMP, it creates a lot of value. At that time, you have not spent any money on certification yet. You get the point? So I'm giving you the end-to-end possibilities. So if your requirements in sales will not match up to exactly taking the qualifying for the PMP exam, we can coach you through the training to obtain the achievement certificate. Later on now, you can take up some projects that will validate your readiness for the PMP exam. Is that okay, sir?
Okay. So I have another question.
Yes, you're
Okay.
welcome.
Yeah. If someone has, for example, just the PMP certification, and then maybe his ambition is to maybe maybe his ambition project is on maybe launching rocket to space.
Good.
Like with PMP, can he be able to deliver that kind of
Project.
project, like
Okay.
launching rocket?
Okay, like launching a rocket in space, right?
Yes.
Good. Of
Can you
course.
deliver that project with your PMP?
If you can deliver that project with PMP, of course.
Yes.
Of course. Let me give you one of the, we have lots of people who work with NASA, for example. They speak on most of our different fora and events. And we have, he's an African, he's a Ghanaian, who is a chief, human capital aspect, I think, officer for NASA. He's a Ghanaian and he's PMP. Now, people in those positions, they know the value of PMP because the capability that PMP gives you is what you need for every project, any size of project. You understand? So if you have the certification, there is likelihood that your ideas and the strategic way in which you're going to do planning will improve. And at least it will give you that assurance that if you do this, if you do that, you know that many people, everybody does project management, right? Whether you are certified or not, everybody can do project management. But I always use the word, you are an accidental project manager if you are not yet certified. You may be managing lots and lots of projects by experience. Fine. You discover this one is good. But what certification does is that it gives you a formalization. It formalizes your experience and makes you master end-to-end understanding that you have arrived. That's it. It gives you the understanding that you have arrived and you can do anything. You can do a lot of things. So launching rockets to the space, doing some kind of, massive projects of that scale, all is for you to acquire the knowledge, the skills, the tools, the techniques that you'll be able to plan that undertaking successfully. Isn't that so?
Okay, sir.
Yes. So I have submitted.
I have one more question.
Oh, good. It's like you have some very interesting topics. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like, how do you manage like multiple communication? Maybe for example, you are working on a project and maybe some of your team members, they are not within your vicinity. Some of them are maybe in Europe, some of them are
Good.
in
Globally
different states.
distributed teams.
Yes.
And many of them are across international. PMP will give you all the dynamics of managing such teams. I'm telling you, PMP will give you all the dynamics. If we have to explain that, I can take another 30 minutes to bring you how you do virtual acquisition and virtual collaboration for high performance teams. You see, the best practices that you put in place to work with globally distributed and virtual teams. That is the best. So PMP will deliver all those capabilities to you.
Okay.
Great.
Including like IIoT projects, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Great. All right. Thanks very much. I think our colleague has helped us to take enough of the time for questions. If you have any questions extra, please just post on the chat window, and we'll be able to respond to you. Why not? I have dropped my email so you can reach out with any questions. And I think that if you can get to us directly on WhatsApp, we can chat the remaining questions you would like to ask on this subject. So I'm equally dropping our WhatsApp number so you can reach out to us on the chat. Can you see the chat box, please? Chat window. Okay. If you can see the chat window, that's fine. Yeah, so that's the WhatsApp number there. So you can chat us directly on WhatsApp or email us for any further information you need, and we can speak with you more on a personal basis. Thanks very much for this wonderful launch hour experience. Getting to know about PMP, developing passion with PMP, and taking your career to another dimension. We definitely know you have had some good knowledge and answered some questions that you had. Thanks again. And we look forward to meeting us for any opportunities in the nearest possible time. Have a great week ahead. Yes, best project management program for those in the construction industry. Good. You start with the PMP and take the PMI construction professional. That would be the best. The PMP and PMI construction professional will give you all the capabilities you need in the industry for construction. So we can serve you with that information right away, and maybe you get to us and we'll give you ample information. Thank you so much. Yeah, but the chat window is still open. You can drop your concerns so that we can, or you can directly chat us on WhatsApp and we'll go ahead. Thanks very much. Have a great day.